What is up, everybody? How's it going today? We've got a good one. Uh-oh, got some feedback. There we go. That'll do it. How's everybody doing? Fitzy, nice and early, love to see it. Michael, how's it going? CK, Wong and Ryan and Buzz, Benjamin, Alan, carddeal.com. What's happening? G-Dog, J. Paul, Benjamin, Ronnie. What's going on, guys? We've got a good one, a high roller. Like to mix these in every once in a while. And just making sure all my levels are correct here. There we go. Thank you, everybody, for watching the last video, man. It's a banger. Really popped off. It's probably my most successful video as far as like the speed of getting to a big number and just positive feedback. So much positive feedback. I really appreciate it. It's great to hear from everybody. Everybody seems to be loving the series. And yes, I finally hit the gold Tatis. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the video yet. You probably have, though. Everybody wants more, though, and so do I. So I'm gonna have to do some kind of an epilogue to the series and maybe open up some more because there's so much more to get still. Every pack has the potential for just a banger, a big hit, low numbered, Mother's Day, Father's Day, vintage stock, Independence Day. Everybody wants to see the Independence Day pull. And there's only 76 of those dogs in the world, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get that. That's a little harder. But, I mean, you know, pulling a stamp or even another gold or a rainbow foil is not out of the question. The Ohtani Cup chase, also any of the other guys that are in the series, you know, get a big Pete. Pete's pretty popular right now. After winning back-to-back home run derbies, of course he is. And, you know, just lots of good players in there, so... What's up, Redskins fan? Cole, how's it going? Logan. So we got a good one today. As everybody's piling in here, if you wouldn't mind slapping that like button, I appreciate it. Let's go over some of the stuff that we're going to tackle. Well, how about a couple of these value packs? Everybody loves 2020 Bowman. Got the chance for getting some nice parallels. Jason Dominguez, Bobby Witt Jr., Gonna do a couple of those. We're spreading it out just a little bit. It's not the ultimate variety mixer, but we got to get some of the goodies in here. A couple of these because, hey, the proof is in the pudding. It's good, and it's high quality, high end. A couple of these because Ohtani's hot, so we got to find him. And we've been pretty successful so far finding Ohtani's. Haven't found the bat down yet, and a lot of people suggested a bat down hunt. Maybe. These are actually more expensive than the value packs. So and these are harder to find too. They're a year older, and but maybe we'll see. Maybe we can pull something good out of here. Got one of these 2018 update. The cover boy there, Ohtani, looking for his rookies, and of course Acuna, Soto, Glaber's in here. Bunch of good players. This is like the hotness, and we've got 2020 Chrome. Robert is coming back soon. He's doing a rehab stint. Eloy's doing a rehab stint. Both of them should be back really soon here. And this is just a great all-around product to spread the teams around. And if you don't have any of these particular rookies in your collection, it's a great time to get them. You can get the parallels too. Get a bump up. Refractors are fairly easy. Refractors and prisms. And you get 2 guaranteed on-card autos per box, so we'll see what we can get. We got 2 of the newer boxes to add to the high roller mix, and the museum collection is a perfect fit in the high roller mix. You get 4 guaranteed hits in a master box, autos and relics, good potential for 101s, and the Gypsy because everybody loves Gypsy. Lots of good feedback about Gypsy. It's a fun open and a ton of parallels, so might as well do some of that. Star of the show, 2019 Bowman. 1 guaranteed on-card auto per box, and we're hunting for Wander. But not only Wander. Just a boatload of awesome prospects in this product. And a lot of nostalgia because there's there's prospect cards of players that made it into the bigs, lots of them. So it's fun to go back and see all these players when they're prospects, and some of them are kind of no-name prospects at the time, but we'll recognize them, we'll see them, we'll point them all out. And we've got a Bowman Sapphire box. Wouldn't be a high roller mixer without some Sapphire. And we're gonna crush this, guaranteed auto. Hopefully get a parallel out of here. I'm looking for Blaze, that's my guy, but I know everybody's got their own person. What's everybody got to say? Anything good? Lobo Loco said I pulled an Aloy Chrome from that pack. Could do a 2019 series. No, never. Never, Wong. I will never. I'm never ripping 2019 series 1 again unless it comes in a... What are those boxes called? The Gems of the Game Hunt that has a guaranteed slab on the inside. That's the only time I'd open Series 1. I hate it. I opened a case of it for my own personal collection, so I'm done with it. And it's not a good product. Jabba Chamberlain rookie hunt. You know, I've got some more ideas. I've got a couple of boxes that I bought just for... Like, it's got to be something that I really want. It can't be like, hey, hunt for this guy or this card. It's got to be something I really want and desire. Thomas, thanks for that super. Congrats on the gold Tatis, and best of luck to everyone in this high roller. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate the super chat. Not necessarily strictly baseball, Cole. And I'll tell you, I bought 2 boxes of something that I'm going to be making a video sometime soon. And we'll probably do... I think we got Clearly Authentic coming out this week, although I don't even know if I have any coming in. But I do like Clearly. It's not like we're going to do just like a case break of Clearly or anything, but I do like adding Clearly to breaks because it's an affordable way to get a guaranteed auto. And Clearly usually has a great checklist, much better than the Archives guaranteed auto that you get out of there. And it's usually around the same price. So let's see. And I've got like a bunch of packages to open too. So I don't know how many more breaks we're gonna do this week. Maybe a Clearly mixer or something, but it might be a week full of videos coming up after this. Maybe we'll do one more break. I don't really know. But let's get this show on the road. What would be a good backdrop? How about this Gypsy's a nice thick box. J&A says, Striker picked up a Topps Major League Material 4-color patch of Jazz for $40. It's the patch shaped as a 70. Is that a dub or a L? Well, it's numbered at 25. That's not too bad, man. I don't know the condition. I don't know. Like, here's the thing is, Jazz, I was looking at the Jazz Gold cards because I really like them. And they're fairly inexpensive. You know, those are way higher numbered, though, so... I can't really confirm or deny if that's a good deal or not, but if you think it is, then it is. $50 Chuck in the chat. What's up, man? Check me out on Twitch. That reminds me, I'll drop a link. Before we get rolling here, I'm going to drop a couple links. I'm streaming live on Twitch, trying to build up a following on Twitch. So shoot over there, give me a follow. Don't cost nothing. It's free. We just got to make sure that if anything happens to the YouTube channel, there's a backup over there. And we can reach a different audience, a bigger audience. If you care about the hobby and want the hobby to grow, you know, we have to spread out. We have to be in other people's faces who might not know about collecting. That's a good way to do it. Subscribe on the other platforms. And Facebook, if you want to be friends, shoot me a request. And everything else should be in the description below. Trevor, what's going on? I'll be breaking baseball says, kind of new around here, but looking to become a regular. Let's go. Well, sir, thanks for joining. Thanks for coming around. Appreciate it. Okay. Oh, B Big Fly. Hi, B Big Fly. Thanks for the follow. Oh yeah, you guys are heading over there. That's what I like to see. All right, we're gonna roll for randoms right now. Roll for the randomization. There's lots of first timers in the break tonight, so here we go. 9. We got 9. Sky, I see that super, buddy. Big super, $20. $20. Thank you, my man. Says slap that like, kiddos, and start to train. That's what I'm talking about. Sky taking care of me. Thanks, brother. All right, guys, head over to the Head over to the other stream screen with me and we will do the randomizations. That's not it, but that is. All right, we're gonna get these out of A to Z order. Just give them a quick random. Head over to the teams 3 times as is tradition. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Padres on top, that's what I like to see. Slap them over there. Going to the buy-ins and 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Andrew with the Padres. Let's get these in A to Z. And I'll read. Why don't the Yankees have... Uh-oh. Why don't the Yankees have a team? Something's wrong here. Let me see if I can figure this out. Oh boy. You know what? That might be... Hold on a sec. Here, come back over here. Let me drop the link so you guys can see your teams while I figure this out, because I think that might be Crystal's team. There was a mess up with the buy-ins today. I thought it got oversold, and I gave a refund. It's either that or I forgot to put somebody's name on the list. So hold on, bear with me for a minute. But the link is right there so you guys can check out your teams. Man, I could have swore I had all 30 of them in here. Everybody who's in the list, check out the buy-ins and make sure your name's on there. That'll save me some time. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go back through and meticulously go through all the buy-ins, and that's going to be horrible. Let me see here. Okay. I've got all the orders. Let me just count them up. Well, there's definitely 30. All right, I can figure this out. I gotta put the buy-ins back in alphabetical order, and then I gotta just cross-reference everybody and see who I missed. All right. I'm just gonna read your names off as I'm going here. Oh wait, I think I figured it out. No. All right, we got Patrick, Sebastian, Scott, Josh, Matthew, Sean. We don't have Sean. Aha, maybe. I think that might be it. Sean Keller. Nope, got Sean. And then there's 2 Seans. Frank. Tyler, Trevor, Skyler. Tyler, Trevor, Skyler. Christian, Ronald, and Jason. Christian, Ronald. Just bear with me, guys. Sorry, this is boring. I'll figure it out somehow. I don't know what happened. I swear I had 30 in there. Wait a minute. I think I found it. This is the third time. I think I found it, though. Reggie, are you in the house? I think it might be Reggie. I think it's Reggie. Reggie J. I don't see your name on here. Let me, hold on a second. I think I got it, guys. We'll be ready to start the show. Yes, I figured it out. All right, Reggie, you got the Yankees, man. Let's go. I'm a sleuth. Just making sure there's not two Reggies on the board. Okay, we're good. All right, I'm going to read the teams off now. Yeah, Crystal, I had to give her a refund because it got oversold by one somehow. I don't know how that's possible. I made 30 buy-ins and 31 got sold. How? I don't know. But sometimes that happens because they sell out so fast. It's like it sold out in like, I don't know, like 2 or 3 minutes. And it's just like ding, 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 ding. I think some of them get like jammed up. And every once in a while, it'll oversell by one. Only one, though. So, okay. Starting at the top. Diamondbacks, Matthew H. Braves, Ronald G. Orioles, Tyler R. Red Sox, Skyler, Cubs, Sean K. White Sox, Dennis B. Reds, Frank M. Indians, Scott K. Rockies, Shannon S. Tigers, Trey H. Astros, Ernesto F. Royals, Jason K. Angels, Robert C. Dodgers, Thomas M. Marlins, Patrick N. Brewers, Dustin A. Twins, Michael S. Mets, Scott B. Yankees, Reggie J. Athletics, Derek R. Phillies, Sebastian R. Pirates, Sean D. Padres, Andrew K. Giants, Christian E. Mariners, Night Night. Cardinals, Yaset D. And Rays, Trevor D. Rangers, William W. Blue Jays, Josh B. Nationals, Scott A. Good luck, everybody. I'm going to drop the link one more time, just so you can see what's going on here. There you go. All right, all right. Time for me to print, and then we'll be ready to roll. Ready to rip. Ready to crush. I ordered a non-click mouse too, because I couldn't stand it anymore.
Gold Otani rookie. I don't know. It's got to be something that I just really, really want, or else it won't be as fun. It won't be as authentic. That's why that series works so well, is because it was authentic. It's true. That's the whole thing about this channel. That's why people like it, because it's real. There's no like fluff. It's my real thoughts, my real focus, my real feelings, real emotions. What I really think about everything is just truth stream. So it can't be anything forced, And right now there is one card that I want, and it's an older one. So I'm going to try to find that next. I'm not going to give anything away yet. And it just kind of comes up randomly, like when there's a new card that you want. I was actually thinking about doing some 2021 Series 2, because there are like a bunch of cards in there that I want. And it's easy to get different parallels and stuff. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't really decided. Do you guys want to start with this? Or what? Like we could start with... Or we could start at the end and work our way back up. I don't know. I think we're just going to start here. We're just going to start here because I feel like it. That's what I feel like seeing right now. I'm still in gypsy mode. You want me to burn some K cards for you? I've got plenty in my own PC. You're like, what? PC? Got a lot of K cards. And people every single time they still are like, how come you hate K? I'm like, I put a link in I put a link in all those videos, and I even said in the description, and people just don't look. They don't look. They don't bother to. Belly, it's going great, man. How you doing? It's going great. It's been a nice day. I did some pickling the other day. I got my garden cucumbers pickled up, and the green beans, all of the initial harvest. Okay, we got Marte, Grinky, and did not get a parallel in this pack. So it's feeling like every other box gets a parallel out of that. But I don't really know. And I still haven't seen a bazooka. That's right, Fitzy, I haven't either. They're tough. Bazookas. Oh man, these don't want to open. These are tough to open. Neil, a bazooka back is the back of the card. Like everything's normal, and then you turn the back over, and it's like a bazooka gum advertisement. It doesn't have any of the normal stuff on it. I'm not a huge fan of the parallels. I do like the bazooka backs, but something about the parallels that don't have something on the front that you can tell, I don't know. It's not as, like, don't get me wrong. If there was a Tatis in Gypsy, like if he would have been in Gypsy in 2019 and there was a bazooka back, I'd be all about that card. All about it. But the fact that you got to turn it around, like, how do you display something like that? It's not like you're displaying all your cards, but you know what I mean. Like if I were to show everybody and put some of my Tatis collection PC on stands, like you wouldn't even know. I'd have to like turn it around, and then you'd be like, okay, there's a bazooka back. Who's that? And then you turn it back around. And you're like, oh, it's Tatis. And then the next guy looks and he's like, what's so big about that Tatis card? And you're like, turn it around. And then the next guy's like, who's the bazooka? It's like a stupid cycle. What's the first parallel going to be? Favorite year and series. 2019 Chrome is my favorite year and series. 2019 Topps Chrome. Can't get enough of it. Followed by 2019 Series 2. That's why that series worked out so well. I freaking love opening it. I want to open more. I don't want to stop. So we're going to have an epilogue where I open up some more, because I'm just not ready to stop yet. It happened too fast. Maybe, you know, it's not the smart fiscal thing to do. It's not fiscally responsible. Johnny Bench got a high number. But that doesn't matter, you know, if it's fiscally responsible. It's fun. Like, going on a cruise is not fiscally responsible. But it's awfully fun. I've never been on one, but I'm assuming it's awfully fun. Here it is, our first parallel. Sutsugo. Oh, these are some high quality sleeves I got here. You know what? This is another one of those no label sleeve packs that I found, and I like them. Oh yeah, so that's numbered to 50, 5 out of 50, going to the Rays. Trevor, congratulations. Oh, did I pass a cursive card? I'll find it. There he is. Good call, man. That's why I like this stuff, because you do pass things over, and then upon further review, you find some jewels that you missed. So the thing about these sleeves is they're not, I don't know, they're a little snug. They're smooth and they feel like they're of high quality. These Ultra Pro ones with the no label, but they're a little snug. There's a Verlander, King of Swords. Is that what that is? No, it's Pentacles. Let's check the back. Belly, your first time on Twitch. Nice. Yeah. You gotta check me out on Twitch. Just trust me. Just give me a follow on there just in case. And actually, there's less of a delay. So some people like to watch it on Twitch better because there's like 5 seconds less of a delay, or no delay at all, really. Yeah, they should flip over the bazooka backs, but then again, it kind of adds a little bit of extra entertainment value if you have to like go through your cards again and look at them again. Because most cards, you throw your commons in a pile maybe, and that's it. Or you go through them sometime in the future. But if you have to actually go back through, especially if you're new in the hobby, and you got to go back through and look at those numbers on the back of the cards to see if you got an SP, because you don't really know and you can't tell, it adds a little bit of value. Hey, Ryan, thanks. SP with a small Clemente patch. No, but I've seen a player, like are there Players Weekend? There used to be a Jackie Robinson. Yeah, the bazookas are 1 out of 83. We should find some. Yeah, so there's Jackie Robinson Day variations that you can get out of here. Oh, and Clemente Day and Negro League Centennial Image variations. Well, that's pretty wicked. Those are really rare. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep our eyes peeled for stuff like that. I gotta just go through them a little slower because we won't spot them. I mean, you'll still get your card. You can spot it on your own, but there's a Cruise, turquoise Cruise. Anthony asks, does anybody know how often Vlad no numbers fall in hobby? I think they're about every other box. Yeah, this is the third sleeve I've used, and I'm not a fan. They're a little too snug. These Gypsy cards are a little bit thicker of a cardstock as compared to like a normal flagship. Here we go. Oh, it's a script switch too. Spencer Howard. I haven't hollered anybody's names out yet. That one's going to Sebastian. Congratulations. Yeah, I'm going to have to not use these sleeves. Because if I have to slit every one to get the cards in there, it's going to take too much time. I don't want to bore you with my sleeve slitting. There we go. These are the ones I use. At least that's what I'm using right now. I like them. Like, there's so much to look at on these cards to figure out if they're SPs. There's a Key Brian. Cole Kirilloff. Script switch auto, not numbered. We got one yesterday, or well, a couple days ago, and it wasn't numbered. Where'd that bazooka back? I'd like to get one out of this box. You know, J&A, I prefer opening those fat packs over a hobby box. Like, if you said, I'll give you, last I checked, hobby boxes on blowout of Series 2 were like $530. If you said you can have $530 worth of fat packs or $530 or a hobby box, I'm going fat packs. And I've done all the math. I punched all the numbers. I put them into a spreadsheet. I regularly check all that stuff out. So, I mean, I've opened all of the different formats, all of 2019 Series 2. I'm talking every single format that I've ever seen available, I've opened it. Gravity boxes, retail boxes, hanger boxes, blaster boxes, jumbo boxes, fat packs, blister packs, everything. And I'd go fat packs. Now, you could argue hanger boxes. That's fine. I've seen great stuff pulled out of hanger boxes, and they're great. And the cards are probably going to be in better condition. So, it just, the dollar per, like when you run the math, at the current prices, the fat packs are better. Better dollar per, better value. So you're getting more. If you're spending $530, you're getting more value out of the fat packs. So that's what I'd go with. That's what I did go with. There's a reason. Here's our auto, Pavin Smith. Auto number 2, followed up by a Jazz. Yeah, these sleeves are easier to use, put it that way. They feel like the plastic that they use on these Beckett sleeves is a little thinner than the Ultra Pro, but they're just like a little bit wider and more pliable, so that you don't risk as much like damaging a corner by sliding them in, because they'll bend away and then nothing will happen to your card. Chisholm. Got Trout there. Vlad. Too narrow for thick cards. That's right, Venus. That's what it seems like. Another script switch. So we got 2 of those already. Davey. Otani. Mookie. And an indigo, Mauricio Dubon. Number to 250. Going to the Giants, Christian. Congratulations. You're on the board. Anthony says, I have a Tatis flagship rainbow foil BGS 9.5 with 2 10s. It's my favorite card. Anthony, if I were you, I'd consider sending that off to PSA. Hopefully, I mean, if you got 2 10s on there, you can probably get a PSA 10 out of it. And it's worth more than a 9.5. If you care. Maybe you prefer BGS slabs, but it's just personal preference. But you can probably get a 10 out of that if you got two 10 subgrades. Joe Adell, rookie. No bazookas. What do you say we do these packs? We got a bunch of packs, and I want to see what's inside. D says sports cards are my stress relief. I feel ya. I think a lot of people in this room right now feel ya. Guys, we're trying to get to 100 likes initially. That's our launch point, and we're almost there. If you could hit the like button, I'd really appreciate it. And then we're going to take off and go to 200 from there. You guys are hilarious also. I asked what 4 Seligs is called, and the best response is a cycle of Seligs. A cycle of Seligs. It works on so many levels. I love it. I'm going to sandwich these ones in between. And we're just going to do like a mega Selig sweep. Which, by the way, Selig sweep shirts are available if you care. Gold Tatis needs to be on the stage. Maybe we get one, man. That would be fitting to get one here too, or something better. Who knows? All right. Dylan Cease. How about the White Sox pitchers this year, man? They're crushing. Like, I'm looking at all these. So I'm looking to make a trade in one of my fantasy leagues. And I'm just like, every time I see a White Sox starting pitcher, I'm like, I want him. He's crushing. Like, all of them. I'm a little jelly. 357 likes Acuna over Soto. Apparently, the home run derby fixed Soto's swing. Don't know if you guys saw that. There's a Jason Dominguez. Going to Reggie. So watch out, world. If Soto's swing is fixed, because he's already cranked at least 1, maybe 2 homers since the All-Star break. I can't remember the number. But watch out. If Soto's got it figured out, man, he's going to... I'm just glad I bought a bunch of his rookies while the prices dropped for some stupid reason. Like those Chrome Soto rookies, the only Chrome Soto rookies out of Topps Chrome Update dropped in price 50%. Like, all right. I never had the Chrome Soto rookie. This is a perfect time to buy. Why not buy two? Well, all right, the value packs so far. Only one JD out of there. Oh, he has 5? Oh, Josh. 5? Okay. 5. That's sick. All right, guys, let's get a nice camo out of here. They all look to be in good condition. Javier. Look at, this is what I meant when I was talking about going back in time. You see a Javier and a Jazz. Lodolo, not yet. Bart, these guys are all up. Spencer Howard. There's a first, Nick Bennett. Matt Manning, he's up. Evan White. Nice Luciano. All right, so that didn't pan out. Something is going to pan out of here. It's just got to. What's the rarest card I have? Probably my Whitey Ford rookie. I don't know, though. I do have 1-of-1s, so those would probably be the rarest cards since there's only one of them. I've got 2 or 3 1-of-1s. Nothing good. Nothing crazy. Brendan Rodgers, rookie, 1-of-1 out of Panini. A pitcher out of Elite Extradition. And I can't remember off the top of my head what the other one was. Kevin Pillar. How do I not know the collation on this yet? Out of all of them, you'd think I would, but no. Strike a pose. Pablo Reyes, 150 stamp. Oh my God, that's the card I was just talking about. Whoa. What? I didn't even know this card was available in this set, first of all. Second of all, this is the card I was just talking about. Things are weird. Whoa. Yeah, I have this card. The real one. Whoa. I'm really weirded out right now. That's so weird, man. Does that mean I need to get it out and show you? I think it does. If I can find it. It'll only take a second. I know right where it is. Hopefully. Maybe. If it's not right here, I'm just going to stop and call it quits, but... Whitey, where are you? Usually you're right here. Whitey. Can I just keep saying your name because it's so funny? Here it is. Look. I wasn't kidding. Oh man, that's so weird. Out of all cards ever made. Okay, let's keep going. Even though now I'm feeling strange. There's a cool one. We got a blue. Oh, our boy. A blue Cedric Mullins rookie. That's a good one. Let's look at the corners. Pretty nice. There's a... All right. It's all right. But these blues are like nearly impossible. Nearly impossible to gem up. Anything with a complete color around the border is... good luck. Never in my wildest dreams would I think to be putting Cedric Mullins on the stage. Alas, here we are. Judge, home run card. Pete rookie, let's go. Going to Scott. Congratulations, Scott. You are on the board. There we go. Got some weird ambient noise in the background here. I'm all right with it. I don't mind ambient. I don't mind ambient sound for the background. It's less distracting. What year are we at? We're just opening some fatties right now. This is the 2018 update. So big potential here. Looking for the Acuna rookie, Soto rookie, Ohtani rookie, Glaber rookie, to name a few. This is a sick card. I always liked that one. The 3-game home run streak. Adames rookie debut that is. Oh yeah, also the rookie debuts of all those guys. Patrick says, this is for you-know-who, he who will not be named. Thanks for the super, Patrick. Appreciate that, buddy. Chippa. Oh, Mike Trout. You know, I've opened up a lot of these packs, and that is... I don't know if I've seen that one. It's not like it's a rare, like really rare or anything. But man, I've opened up tons of those, tons of 2018 update. Looks like we got a black in this pack too. But for some reason, I really like this card. I don't know what it is. We got a black. What is this? All right. It's just like a black Mitch. Oh, it's numbered to 299. Okay, cool. Whew. And that's pretty sharp. It's bold. In your face, you know, you're just opening all these regular looking cards and then boom, black right in your face to 299. It's numbered, stand worthy in my opinion, but I mean, it is a high roller break, so we might have to take some of these cards off the stands. Black Sano. So the black background is the rare one, the most desirable out of the blue or the black. The black is more desirable than the blue background, so that's kind of cool too. Sano. Anything else? We're going to get a debut maybe? Maybe a little rookie debut back here? Tyler O'Neill rookie. All right. Not too bad. Got a couple of decent cards out of there. Numbered card. Black card. Couple of black cards. And Ohtani home run streak. Let's see if we can't find Ohtani rookie out of here. And if we're really lucky, a bat down. Jake just found a Lindor rookie Bowman Chrome Auto. Wow. Congratulations. '2018 golds are pretty tight, yeah. I like the 2018 parallels a lot. Ozzy All-Star. Ben Gamble, rainbow foiled. Man, this stuff is just... You get a gold and that's not a good representation of a gold. Usually the golds pop quite a bit more than that. But rainbow foil and a gold back to back, it's pretty good stuff, man. If you can get that kind of parallel action. Blueberry, thanks for the sub. Oh, you know what? I forgot to drop a link. Everybody always asks, hey, how do I get into the breaks? I'll drop a link right now. This is the Patreon link. If you want to become a slammer, the link is now pinned to the top. I message all the slammers when I post a break so that they have first dibs. Travis Shaw. There's a Hank Aaron long ball legends. Is that a Greinke SP? That's a Greinke SP. So that's the spot that bat down would be right there. Let me just double check these numbers. 59 and 12. Is that might be an SSP. 12? Yeah, Series 1, like 2018, every single series is good. Series 1 is the lowest price, like you can get it for the cheapest out of all three. But it's got Devers, Walker Buehler, Jack Flaherty. I think it's got Walker Buehler. It's got Flaherty for sure. I used to open up a bunch of that in breaks. Haven't in a while, just because there's other things. But, man. Oh, that is... 12 is the SSP. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. This is potentially a pretty expensive card if that's a SSP. That one's going to Matthew. It is a pitcher, so no one really cares, but a potential Hall of Famer. LaCostro. And you guys have to realize that that's a joke when I say that. Nobody cares about the pitchers. The jokes aren't funny when you have to tell people that they're jokes, so I don't do that a lot. But just know that anytime you maybe get offended by something I say, just automatically go, he's joking. All right, what next? All kinds of stuff. What do we do now? We've got 4 good boxes, and I kind of want to go... Oh, all right, let's do this. I'm feeling some chrome. I want to open some chrome. Scherzer going to the Astros. Best thing value-wise for 100 to 180 bucks. That's right, AK. A little bit of truth in every joke. Comedy is, it has to, if for something to be funny, it has to be true. Like a little bit of truth. Otherwise, it's not funny and people are just sitting there like... Hairy squirrel with the question of the day. We got to come up with something when someone asks that question. There's got to be some kind of thing that happens, or... I don't know. What can we do? I'm down for suggestions. I'm up for ideas. There is no Kikuchi hate. Oh, just saying it makes me vomit a little in my mouth. Like a little bit comes up to like right here and it goes back down eventually, but there is no K-word hate. It's a joke. Type in The Ballad of Kikuchi on YouTube. I made a funny little song about it. It's just a running joke because you'll see if you watch the video. DeGrom refractor. If you're not familiar with 2020 Chrome, it's a pretty solid product, and it's reasonably priced right now, I suppose, compared with Chrome. If you're on a scale of Chrome, comparing Chrome prices and what you get inside, lots of good rookies. My take on Trevor Bauer is he's an idiot because, hold on, we gotta look at some cards. I'll expand. Gavin Lux, Mike Trout. That's a sick one, and that's a nice rookie. He's an idiot because of a lot of reasons. He used to be a good luck charm. Now we just use him as a joke because that's what he is. If a girl texts you the things that he was texting back and forth in this day and age, and you're a millionaire, you block immediately and you call your lawyer and you never talk to her again. So the fact that he continued talking to her and like actually met up with her again, and like, what are you thinking, dude? We live in 2021. Ever heard of the Me Too movement? Like, are you ridiculously stupid? That's what I think about Trevor. I used to think he was smart. Now I just think he's stupid. And it has, like, this has nothing to do with, like, what actually happened. It's just that his judgment is really bad. Really, really, really bad. So he deserves everything that's coming his way. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is you're not allowed to just do that, even if someone invites you to do it. You're going to get in trouble. You can't just, especially it's like documented. And then his agent came out and was just like, oh yeah, she asked for it, so he obliged. So you admitted to it. Okay, you're done. You're done. You're done and you're dumb. Why would you... There's no justification. He let his desires get the best of him, and he should be married with a family. There's another thing. Obviously, he doesn't know what life's all about if he's out doing that kind of stuff. It's about like finding someone you love and having a family, and then that's about it. And working hard. That's what life's all about. If anybody's like searching for the meaning of life, you know, there's all these people and stories and philosophers throughout time that are just like, what's the meaning of life? It's not that hard. It's actually really simple. You find someone you love, you marry them, and you have a family, and you work really hard until you die. It's not like this big mystery. Philosophy lessons with Stryker. They try to make it, and when I say they, you know, who's they? They try to make it into a big mystery, and like people search their whole lives to find what the meaning of life is. It's like, well, then you're dumb. Sorry about the lack of shout out for the Lubob. Dennis, heading your way, boss. Scott Kingery refractor. Well, yeah, I mean that. Yeah, we'll just stop there because I'm not going to preach because this isn't a preaching channel. There are other places, lots of other places you can go for that. A little fluff on Willie. Prism. I love the prisms. All right, what do you guys think? What's your favorite parallel? Like what I call the mini rainbow, as far as prism, refractor, X-fractor, pink, sepia. What's your favorite one out of all that? I really love the X-fractor, but prisms are just so sweet looking. And X-fractors are really good because, let me show you. I just so happen to have my Cedric Mullen sit here, but on the surface, you're looking at the X-fractor and all you see is these little boxes. But if you really look hard and you put a good light on it, it's like a three-dimensional fractal vortex almost. Like you can just, it takes you, it's like a box within a box within a box, but it's like bigger boxes and smaller boxes, and there's a lot more to the X-fractor than meets the eye. I challenge you to go look at it in depth under a nice light one day. Here's a Pete cup. Gotta love that. So we got X-fractors, pink sepias, X. Yeah, Tiger Woods, complete idiot. He had everything going for him and ruined it because he just had to get off. Like, what an idiot. Prisms, pinks, negatives. How do you destroy your family like that? What, like... Anyway, Lubob. The X-fractor zoom in. I know, it's trippy. You like the pinks? This is why. Like, so I ask you guys what you like, and everybody's got a different answer. Not everybody, but you know, people are all over the place. That's why the values of those cards are so similar. For a pink, a sepia, and you know, they're all kind of the same. Like the X-fractor is the most expensive, and then the refractor and the prism are kind of a little bit more than the sepia and the pink. But for the most part, like those four outside of the X-fractor are similarly priced. And there's a similar population report on those cards too. This is a banger, you guys, at least for my bias. This is a Trent Grisham refractor. And the refractor, but the refractor can be the most expensive outside of the X-fractor. And to me, that's kind of weird because it seems like the population of the refractors are usually like a little bit higher than all the other ones. Because you can get that refractor out of every format, but you can only get, like the X-fractor is more desirable because it's only in the mega boxes. But all the other ones, I guess excluding so there's the sepia out of the blasters only. There's the pinks out of the fat packs, the value packs only. But the refractors and the prisms, you can get out of every format. But man, I like the prism. I think I'm gonna go with prisms as my favorite. San Diego, Andrew K. Congratulations on that Grisham. I'm really digging it. Hey, Dillard, if you think that, you don't need to answer this question, but what's the difference between those three players? And don't answer that question, just think about it. And then maybe reevaluate. Jake Fraley. Mariners. Oh, night. Night, congratulations. You got Jake the Snake. Like, some people are allowed to come back, but Bauer's like hated by a lot of people because he speaks what he believes to be true, and he's spoken a lot of truth. And when you speak truth, you're hated. So I don't know, man. I don't know if he's come back. Like, he's owed so much money that something tells me it's going to be one of those scenarios, and maybe it won't be, but it's going to be one of those scenarios where somebody gets paid a whole bunch of money and then just drops everything, and then everything simmers down. People forget, a new controversy bubbles up, and under the radar, here comes Mr. Trevor next year, maybe. Or if they make the playoffs, who knows, maybe. That might be too soon, I don't know. But when you're owed like that kind of money, and they're not going to get out of paying him, it's probably going to be back. Yeah, I thought Bauer's good for baseball too. But he's proven that he's just a knucklehead. And also, another prediction that I have is that he finds like a wife and gets married within like 6 months. Because this is an eye-opening situation for anybody who's smart. They go, oh man, why am I so stupid? I need to settle down now. And then I need to never be in the same room as a woman without like at least one other person around, so that this never happens again. Gonsolin, gotta love him. Refractor, rookie. I'm top loading it. I normally wouldn't do that with a pitcher, but in this case, I'm going to make an exception because I like Tony. Vern, you missed a bunch of good stuff, man. You're going to have to go back and watch the whole thing from the very beginning. That's okay. We'll sit here and wait for you. Just kidding, but seriously, go back and watch it. Lots of good stuff. Trout and Glass now. And Alvarez, man. See? Chrome. 2020 Chrome. It keeps getting better and better. This stuff's going to age well. Also, it's not going to be like a 2019 Chrome, I don't think, because there's nobody who was like 19 years old, 20 years old who came up and became the best players in their generation. You know what I mean? Like, there's the guys who came up were like 22, 23. So they're just a slight bit older. But Jordan is one of those players who's just crazy good. Robert coming back young enough to hold a release together. And just the plethora of other MLB All-Stars that came out of there. Bo, let's not forget about Bo. He's going to be in one of these packs, I hope. And hopefully we get a nice, like, colorful parallel out of here. What truth has Bauer spoken in your mind? Just whatever he did. I mean, you can go back. There's a lot of things, but the sticky stuff situation, talking about, like, going back for years, he's been talking about the sticky stuff. Nobody else talked about that, and that was true. Nobody believed, or, like, go back like 2 years when he started talking about that. Nobody was on board with, like, pitchers are all using illegal material, and he was talking about it. That was true. He was talking about the Astros stuff, and people didn't want to believe it. That was true. Like, he's got hours and hours and hours of video talking about stuff. Talking about negotiations between the leagues. Sneaky stuff that the league's been doing that nobody else wants to talk about. I mean, you just go back and watch his video. There's all kinds of stuff. He spoke his mind, and he said uncomfortable things that that, truth to power is cliche, but power being the league and the owners, they have all the power over the players. The players have no power. They can, we're going to strike. And the owners are like, all right, we're still billionaires. And we suckered in the taxpayers to pay for the stadiums. A Rosarena keeps coming. He ended up being really good, man. I was wrong about Randy, and I'll admit it. He's not going on a stand, but he is getting top loaded, and he's going in the secondary pile of guys that just won't make the stands today because there's too many. Alberto Refractor. Thomas, you've missed everything. So, Frank, if you meet some girl at the supermarket, you're single, she's single, and she's like, I want you to put this bag over my head and suffocate me right to the point where I pass out, and a bunch of other things that we're not going to talk about. And you're like, okay. And you do it, and she dies. Uh-oh. What do you have to say about that? Should the guy not get in trouble at all? Maybe you should rethink your point. He says you should rethink your point. You know what I mean? Before, just think about what you're saying. What if someone wants... This is a really dark subject, and I don't even want to talk about it, but just think about it for a minute before you start down that path. You can't just do any old thing that someone is consenting to, right? You can't just bang, bang. Well, he told me to, he wanted me to. Just think about it, man. You can't just take a billy club and break someone's legs because they don't want to work anymore, and so they want to get Social Security. And he's like, dude, come on, take this bat and just hit me in the knee, and then we'll get this all worked out. You can't do that. That was consensual, wasn't it? You can't just do something because someone says they want you to. There are things you can't do. And I think you know that. Everybody knows that. Johnny Means. And there are way, 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 way more examples that we're not going to talk about because they're not appropriate. But I'll bet you can think of some. Evan, I'll talk about whatever I want, and don't tell me what to do. I'll ban you for life. I'll put you in a timeout right now because nobody tells me what to do. Mondesi. A note to the mods. Anybody who ever says, just rip the cards or just open cards, you have permission to ban them for life. But first, put them in a timeout. Maybe they'll learn their lesson. If anybody thinks that they're in charge here, and I'm not, and they are going to tell me what to do, I'll just say you can never speak here again. And this comes with the territory. I told you guys this was going to start happening. The more people that come by and watch, it's just inevitable. Jesus Tinoco for Colorado. Going to Shannon. Congratulations, you got an autograph. It is a picture. But maybe you like pictures. And maybe Jesus is your guy. I sure hope he is. Just like Casey Mize is my guy. He's not everybody's guy. As far as pitchers go, he does the trick for me. Patrick says, oh man, another K-word, $2 in the jar. Oh man, we got a K-word jar going. There's like $7 million in it. I don't know what I'm going to do with all that money. Maybe buy $7 million worth of top Series 2 fat packs. And we'll just go ham. Jordan rookie. This has been a great box, man. Look at, like, the secondary stack is looking hot. Got a Dubon refractor to 50. '19 Bowman coming right up, along with Museum, along with Sapphire. There's a Judge Prism. Anybody know how long Judge is down for? I didn't see what his ailment was. I just heard that he went down again. That's a nice card. Did I say refractor? It's Prism. Otani. Chrome. I know, we haven't banned anybody in a while, Michael, and I am really itching to. And today's the perfect day to do it. It would be a nice test every once in a while, just like start talking about some things that people don't agree with, just so you can find out who you need to ban. I think once a week we should do that. Orange, Lester. Man, that is a low number. 17 of 25 going to the Cubs. Sean, you are in luck. Hobby exclusive orange. If you had to guess, how rare do you think this orange card is? How many packs? One out of how many packs? I want to see. And don't look it up. Don't cheat. Just see. How many do you think? How many do you think? I'm going to look because I don't even know. Now I know. Vern says 72. 317, 150, 650. Wait a second. I'm just seeing if anybody's close, and then I'll tell you. Allen's pretty close. It's actually, the answer is 1 out of 273. Cole, I think I forgot. Did you ask earlier and I forgot to answer that? That's a tough question because that's kind of right in the middle of a bunch of, it's a price range that's in the middle of a bunch of different things. But you can get a jumbo box at Series 2 for that price. So that's pretty fun. I would recommend a jumbo for that price. And what else? Like right now, you can't really get a gypsy for that. Otherwise, I'd say probably a gypsy because you get your 2 guaranteed autos. But I think that's running $225. These change all the time though. These prices fluctuate. Michael, he's got it. He's got it. Next week, we're going to talk about Cosby. Get your popcorn ready. I got some things to say. Let's just go through whatever's controversial in the news every single day. That's a good way to make people happy. Weekly band topics. We could get something going. in the Slammer forum or whatever on the Patreon. What should the band topic be today? We've already pushed it. We've already pushed it today, but I don't think anything that I said was even remotely off base. I think everybody like knows that that's all legit. It's just a little dark. I don't even want to talk about it, but 2019 Bowman just floated it right in here. And here it is. High-end stuff looking for you know who. Right? Wander? Yeah. Dude, there's so many things. Benji, spot on, man. You want to offend half the people here, I could start talking about that. Whoa! We got a case hit here. Look at this. 118 to 150. Here's our auto. Rookie of the Year favorite, Kyle Wright. Man, these are, yeah. I believe that's a case hit. So we got lucky. We lucked out. This is what happens, man. People wonder. Why are there so many like awesome hits all the time in Strikers Breaks? Do you want to know the secret? If you want to know the secret, I'll tell you. But we got to get to 200 likes. We'll put him over here underneath. There. Brett Beatty is not in this one. He is in 2019 draft or 2020 draft? There's so many, I get them all confused. Brett Beatty. Is it 2020 draft? I think it's 2020 draft. Select hobby. Well, Cole, I prefer the FOTL stuff for a little bit more. But I'm a little bit biased because just from like a breaker standpoint, you get so much better stuff out of the FOTLs. I know that from a normal person standpoint, as far as affordability, it's tough to pony up that extra amount for an FOTL because usually they are like, I don't know, 50% more expensive or something like that, depending. And it's tough to pony up that extra amount, but the FOTLs are pretty, like, they're a lot better. Robles. We got a first, Julio Pablo. Going to Texas. Keep searching then, Psycho. Victor. To $4.99, a refractor. He is getting a little bit old. He was one of the chase cards when this first came out. People were looking at Victor, and also regular one-word Victor. There's Victor Mesa and Victor Mesa. Victor Mesa Jr. It's confusing. But he's going on a stand. He's numbered. Oh, that's a Blaze first. You know how I feel about people with the first name of Blaze. Oh, Evan, yeah. If Topps did FOTL, I'd love it. They'd have to call it something else. I'm sure first off the line is trademarked, but something like that. Dude, they would make a killing. They'd make a killing off of it. I can't believe they haven't done it yet. Just I mean, they kind of have his first edition. Bowman first edition is kind of like that, but it is different, you know, but it's sort of like that. Here's our Sterling Kyle Tucker. I always like these inserts. They look so classy. Nando paper. Yeah, I don't have a Trout rookie either, but it's on my mind. Like, I want one. And now would be a time, like, we're kind of at a low spot as far as prices go in the hobby. It's a good time, allegedly, it's a good time to buy, which I've been doing. Could always go down, up, left, right. Nobody can predict the future, but we've got a real banger coming up right here. I almost can't believe that we got a rare one. Rare one, I think. Oh no, sorry, it's a different. I thought this was a, here, well, let's just see what it is. Oh, it is. It is what I thought it was, okay. Wow. Where did that go? It is what I thought it was. So this is is that an orange parallel or a red parallel? It's a 25. I would assume it's orange, but it looks kind of red. Man, out of this one box, I think that's like a case hit too. Jeez. Sully Matthias going to the Royals. Jason K. Look at that thing. That's 7 out of 25. Got to look up the odds on that because juicy. 160 likes. Nobody wants to know the secret, eh? Okay. Let me see how rare that is. It might take a minute, but I need to know. I need to know. There's too many things. Do you guys see it? Do you see the Sterling orange? Somebody could maybe pause it. I don't know. There's another Victor. I've reached my patience limit. And a Marte. A couple paper firsts. Yeah, KC does have some good prospects. Harry Squirrel, wow. It's tough on 101s to know what to price it at. You could look at the other 101s like that and out of the same release and kind of see what similar players are going for, maybe. That'd be a good idea, or go into previous releases and see what the ones of that same guy are going for, of Judge. Now's not a good time to sell Judge cards though, probably, if he's on the DL. IL. Here's a Vladdy prospect. This is the other guy, Victor Mesa Jr. He's younger, I believe. Yeah, he's a lot younger. Victor Mesa Jr. Nice chrome first. Joe Adell prospect. Pearson and Senza. No problem, Cole. Cubby Pull says, Cubs got me wanting to change my channel name. Well, I'm just glad I didn't name my channel Detroit Tigers Baseball Rips, because I'd be in the same boat. Luciano, that's a big card, guys. That's a stand-worthy card. Going to San Francisco. Christian, you are on the board. You're on the stand. You're on the stage. You're going to sit right here with Victor. He's got to be up front, though. because he's a refractor. Forrest Whitley. Christian Santana first. Lots of firsts, man. Lots of good firsts in this product. How's it going, Larry? Caston, Mountcastle. Hey, top 100 Jazz for the D-backs. It's a pretty cool card. And another Vladdy. I was so excited to pull a Vlad back in the day. This is the first Vlad I ever pulled. First Vlad in my collection was out of this stuff. No thanks, Matthew. Tatis Chrome. McKenzie. There's a Jordan prospect. Dude, we got a huge stack here. I can't believe we got that. No, I don't do trades anyway. It's just too much, man. Everybody wants to trade cards with me. So I just had to say, sorry, I don't do trades. It never works out. And it's just way too much of a hassle and like... You can imagine. No way! What the... Dude, this box. We got another orange. 2 oranges and a... Whoa. This is one of the best boxes I've ever seen. I mean, they're not like huge name players, but... To pull a case hit auto and then 2 oranges, unbelievable. Sandro Fabian. Going to Christian again. Wow. Wow. Dude, look at the orange. We're putting on an orange display today. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. J. Chuck says that's actually Jordan's first base chrome card. First time getting a stand-worthy card. Nice. You watched Wolverine today? And William Stryker was in it? Mm-hmm. It's creating a super mutant. Yeah. Wolverine is my favorite X-Man for sure. My favorite Marvel character. But Green Lantern's my favorite DC character. I can't really like right now determine who's my favorite like comic book character. If it's Wolverine or Green Lantern, it's probably Wolverine. But I do like Green Lantern. I like the idea of being able to use the force of will to create things. Do you know if you're submitting that to... Yeah, I'll be submitting that, Tyler. I'm expecting a 9. Here is our, I want to say cracked ice, atomic Austin Riley. I mean, it's the same design as a cracked ice. Austin Riley going to the Braves. Ron, congratulations. Young Thick. Young, thick himself. Followed by a Julio. Yeah. Weekly band topic, favorite superhero. But see, that's not going to do it. It'd have to be your most hated superhero. That'll do it. Or who's the superhero you don't like? Or it could be Marvel versus DC. That'll get a lot of emotion welling up inside of people. Or you could even talk about the Marvel Universe and critique it. That'll get a bunch of hate fueled up. The current state of the Marvel Universe, especially. Key Bryan. And we got another numbered card. Blue Santos paper. Going to the Phillies. Sebastian, congratulations. Man, we're already out of... Okay, we gotta pull a move. Gotta put all the base rookies on the same stand. I've been waiting to do that. We're doubling them up. Pushing them all the way back. We've got to make more room. We've got way too many hits to come. What do you guys think? Cedric off to the side, I think. On the secondary pile of good cards. It's just too many. I kind of want an orange row. I'm being a little OCD right now, and that's okay. There. Brewer Hicklin first, chrome. It's more of a talky kind of break. We're almost to that 200 like mark, and while we're at it, I'm gonna drop you a link because every time I drop this Twitch link, one or two people are like, "Hey, I didn't know you were on Twitch," and all I have to do is click a button. It'll take me right there. There it is. Live on Twitch. Check it out. Give me a follow. It's free and easy. Aaron Nola. Oh. Baby. And a Mauricio, another phenomenal prospect. See? Just like that. Candy Master, appreciate that. Appreciate that follow. We're building over there. That's a slow process. But we started from nothing just a couple months ago. I think we're almost at 300 followers on Twitch. It says 293, but we might be more than that. I don't know. Mighty Casey. Hat tip. Brendan Rodgers. Are we going to get a Wander? Even a paper? Yeah, that's true, Arno. I think we've skirted around talking about politics, though. Because I won't do that. Not going to do that. That's the ultimate death nail. Although everything's politics, so it's impossible to completely get around it, but you can dance around it a little bit. Just right on the outside, dancing around the edge. Thoughts on Eminem? When I was in high school, I was a big fan. And then I'll stop right there. If you would like me to rap some Eminem, I could do that. Peter Alonso Chrome. Because the Eminem show came out when I think I was a senior in high school. Pretty influential album. So everybody who graduated in like the late 90s probably knows that album by heart. Maybe not by heart, but Ruiz first, Chrome. Rizzo. Come on, Wander. 2 packs left. Any good Blue Jays yet? We got some Vlad prospect stuff out of here. We got a couple of bows. Nothing like super, super high end, but the Vlad prospect cards are nice. And the bow. Wander. I'm really mad if you don't come out of this pack. Although, man, I opened up a hobby and a jumbo box back in the day, and I don't know if I even got a Wander out of them. I had to buy my Wanders on the secondary market, and I opened up a ton of this stuff. So, conspiracy theory alert. Wander possibly short printed out of this stuff. It's hard to pull. But then, my cousin was getting into it around the same time, and he got like 4 Wanders or 5 or 6 Wanders or something. He just kept pulling them. So, I don't know. Oh yeah, I could totally run a pilot. I'm well aware of everything that's going on in the world, trust me. That they allow us to know. Or that they pretend that is actually happening. But we're not talking about it. Because it's positivity here. Positive vibes. Good vibes. What do we do? Do we do Bowman Sapphire first? Or let's end with Museum. We'll do Bowman Sapphire right now. Because we're kind of in a Bowman phase. And I'm going to get the plastic off of here, and then we're going to do a just straight up pack good luck thing. I don't know if it works as well on just packs. But we're going to find out. We're about to use a cycle of Sealigs. Great. Can't remember who came up with that, but it was phenomenal. A cycle of Sealigs to sweep away the sick. Get out of here, bad luck. And a Clayton Soak. Let's just let him sit here for a second. We got some time. We're doing a little bit of a later one today to accommodate some of our lovely slammers and subscribers and hitters on the West Coast. Love the museum, says Larry. How long does it take to get a shipment from StockX? Quite a while, Jeffrey, because they have to verify it and everything. So I don't know exactly how it works, but I think someone sells on StockX, then they ship it to StockX, and they verify that it's legit, and then they ship it to you. I think that's how it works. Are we there? We're not there yet. We got to get to 200 likes for the secret. Not up to me. It's up to you. Seelig throw the first pitch. I don't know if I have. Was it anything? It had to have been decent. Because I've seen all the horrible ones. Manfred stepping down. Oh, Zach Hampleton. Okay. Here's our first out of the Sapphire. It's Yolbert. Not to be confused with yogurt or Hedbert. Yolbert. I think I just saw Seabass on there for the follow. Appreciate that. AK says, Striker, since you're a big Tatis fan as well, imagine if his flagship rookie was Bowman Chrome. Yeah, would have been better. Would have been much better. But now I'm attached to the image. You guys know how that happened. You guys get it. You just get attached to an image, and it's like, that's the one. Oh, Cole, we're not in the make everybody mad zone anymore. We already went through that. So next time we want to do some bannings, I'll bring that up maybe. No, I'm not going to talk about that. That's where I draw the line. Everything else is on the table. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, come on. Come on, big one. Here we go. Are you ready? It's a first, and he's got a bat in his hand. Do we need any more? Do we need to see any more? Alexander Ramirez to 125. Going to the Angels, Robert C. Congratulations. Nothing better than a Sapphire parallel. It doesn't get much better than that. There we go. Mick Abel first. Another good one out of this release. As far as pitchers go. No, I'm not going to, Mike. It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. Like, it's something. Oh, nice. There's a Wander. There's a delicious Wander. And I think we got our auto. 201 likes. Time for the secret. Let's look at this and then I'll tell you. It's a pitcher. Beck Way. 89 of 99 and the Wander. That's a beautiful looking card. Like a little sky blue. Very nice. So here's the secret to just pulling crazy fire. And it might sound counterintuitive, but this is legitimately what I do. I buy single boxes from a bunch of different sources instead of buying cases. Because if you buy a case, you can get like a bad case where there's, for some reason, there's not very many good hits, or like you run into the same kind of players, the same kind of hits, or just like a bad case. Bad cases do exist. And if you spread it around, you're less likely to run into the bad case. Also, you're only going to get, like, if there's it's called a case hit for a reason, because you only get one case hit. If you buy from multiple sources, you're not guaranteed the case hit, but more often than not, we run into case hits all the time. And if I were just to get a case of something like 12 boxes, and then we just go through 12 boxes, only one of the breaks is, or, depending on how many boxes you put in, only one person is going to get lucky enough to get a case hit. But, dude, almost every break we get like a case hit or something like that. And that's how it works. That's how I do it. I don't know. If you were expecting something magical, other than Clayton Claus and Selig, that's how I do it. So, say you want to buy a case. Potentially, if you're looking for 12 boxes, allegedly or potentially, one way to do it might be just to shop around and find better deal, like a good deal here on something, a good deal there, or wait, buy 3 boxes. If say they only have 3 boxes in stock at a sale price, buy their 3 boxes, and then just put it in a pile and shop around. Maybe wait a little bit, the price will drop. Buy a couple more boxes, and then open it all and see what happens. That way, at least you're not locked into a crap case. Because I've seen them. Oh, have I seen them. That way you're spread out and you have a better chance of just not getting a bad whole bunch of cards. If you ever watch any of the big boys that I won't mention, sometimes they do like a 50 case break. And you can see it happen. You can see these cases go by. And it's just like, oh man, we got, like, here's our autos out of this case. Just like nothing. Next case, nothing. Then they pull a case and they get like, let's say Bowman, for example. Certain people just open like 100 cases of Bowman. Then you'll get a case that has like a parallel JD and a base JD auto, and then like 4 or 5 chrome JD, like just tons of. So you can end up with a good case, but the odds of ending up with a bad case are much better than ending up with a good case. Does that make sense? And it's not a science. It's just what I do, and then the result, the proof is in the pudding. Go back, there's hundreds of videos, hundreds of streams of me doing this, and that's what I do. Yeah, that could be another one. If we want to offend a whole bunch more people, ask me what I think about him. Just, you don't need to know what I think about certain people, because what ends up happening is Striker Breaks becomes like a support group for people who have seen other people that, for whatever reason, don't like them. And then they come here and they do like this vibe. So I don't even need to say what I feel about other people if it's a negative thing. Because people come to their own conclusions, and like minds attract each other. All right, we did, man. That was kind of a rough one. We did get a wander, and we did get some firsts, but we didn't get any of the big boys. We got a couple parallels. Parallel auto is nice. 2 parallels. I think that kind of beats the odds, getting 2 parallels out of there. Because, yeah, I mean, look at parallels. 1 out of 21, 1 out of 27, 1 out of 35. Yeah, we beat the odds for sure. Because the green is 1 out of 21, and the aqua is 1 out of 27. And then the parallel auto, the aqua parallel auto is 1 out of 55. So we crushed the odds on parallels. Okay, we need 4 stands at least, and we have 4 stands available. So it's working out well. Let's make sure we do the good luck thing for the big dog here, the museum. The shock wore off, Avery, but I was in shock for the duration of the video, and then after for a few hours until I could tell my wife and other people that would care to know. And then after I told some people about it, and then I put it away, so it was out of sight. then the shock wore off, and like the adrenaline rush and everything. Because it was a legit surprise. I didn't think I was gonna hit it. I thought I was just gonna keep ripping and ripping and ripping and ripping. I mean, I wanted to hit it. I had the desire, and it wasn't like I was negative about it. I was like, had good vibes about it, you know. I was like, this can happen. It can happen. It's not like if we did a Independence Day chase, the odds of getting your Independence Day card are pretty steep, like really steep. So I probably would have like no realistic expectation of hitting that. But I've seen plenty of people hit the gold, and there's plenty of them. But for that Independence Day, like we tend to hit quite a lot of those from opening the fat packs. Because if you're just ripping hobby stuff, hobby boxes and hobby cases, or hobby boxes and like even jumbo boxes, you're not going to hit as many Independence Day, camo, Mother's Day, Father's Day. It's just the odds aren't there. Bang for your buck style. So that's why we see so many of them. Whenever we open those fatties, man, it happens a lot that we pull Independence Day parallels or Mother's, Father's, camo. And it's because we do the fat packs. You need to know the odds. I broke all the odds down. You can figure it out, man. It's not hard. Like, here, I can just punch it right now. How many packs would you need to open? It's a 350 card checklist, and the golds were, I don't remember what the odds. It's only 1 out of 3. So 350 times 3 equals, it's basically 1 out of 1,000. So you'd need to open about 1,000 packs to guarantee. Is that right? Yeah. So yeah, crush the odds. But if you go back and you think about how many of those packs I've opened in my life, how many Series 2 packs, boxes, every format that I've opened, it's not that crazy, man. I've opened a lot. I've got a ton of gold and rainbow foil cards from Series 2 and everything, just from opening all the different formats. Especially when they're cheaper, you know, when it first came out, I ripped a bunch. Yeah, 1050, Melissa, you're right. Here we go, hit number 1. I think this might be the silver ink. No. Oh, that's a nice quad though. Javi with his $200 million demands. Primary pieces, I like it when they're like this. 4 different, completely different relics. You've got the pinstripe, the blue, the gray, and the wood relic. That's the way that I would like my quad relic to look. Anytime they're all the same, it's a disappointment. This one is going to Sean. 70 of 75, congratulations. Primary pieces. And we got the Rendon to 99 Amethyst. What's up, Michael? How's it going? You got one of those giant boxes coming? I tell you what, Wong, I'm leaning towards doing a PC video where I rip a bunch of those. Just, that's where my gut says, like, you're going to have a good time with this. My gut says you're going to have a good time if you do that. And it's affordable. Like, I'm not made of money, guys. I was legit like, man, I might go broke doing this because I'm not made of money. So it's got to be anybody who's like, you know, look for the Independence Day or whatever. You got to think about how much that's going to cost with any release. It's got to be something that's somewhat affordable that I have a somewhat reasonable chance. I mean, I'd love, like I did a mini X-Fractor Tatis chase back when those were somewhat affordable still, but now they're not affordable anymore. 2019 Chrome mega boxes. But I would love to do that again. But then I went out and bought the X-Fractor and a gem. So, whoa. I don't know about that art. Not the greatest art depiction. But that's nice. 1 of 1 Wade Boggs. Out of the blue. Didn't even call for a 101 today, and we hit it. Whoa, Skylar. Congratulations. That is killer, dude. Archival autographs, the green. Let's go. Man, that is sick. Let me get a one touch for this dog right here. I got one right here. What size do you think that is? A 130? Bro. Check this out. Sean Patrick Flannery autograph. What you think about that? Boondock Saints. We got any fans? I'm gonna have to measure this card so I can get the one touch right. I hate ripping open a one touch and finding out that it's not the right size. So I've got this little handy dandy thing here from Ultra Pro. It's got a card measurement, thickness grade, and a magnifying glass on it. So let's find out what the proper. You know what? It says 55 point, but 75 is the one that you want because you don't want it to be too small. I'm glad I did that because I was about to pull out a 130 point. You in here, Sky? I don't know if Sky's in here. Congrats. Even for a post-stream watch, if you watch it later. We got hopefully a perfect size one touch. Put that in there, and we will put oh yeah, it's perfect. We put a little sleeve over top, in case you guys didn't know. You want to put a sleeve over top of your autos when you put them into a one touch, just in case, so they don't rub on there and rub the autograph. We get a lot of new people into the hobby that have questions, and that's an important one. Look at that, man. Wade Boggs 101, let's go. Late Night Break says Flannery is from your hometown, really. Fun fact. And the Eddie Murray. I've seen better. But it is cool. I mean, I love Eddie Murray. And I do have his rookie card. But that art is not flattering to Mr. Murray. And we got a Harmon Killebrew to 150. I'm going to sleeve this up and put them off to the side because we don't have the room. Put a little, let's see, 59 maybe? Yeah. It's half the battle, figuring out what size. All right, we still got 2 of these boxes to go. It is possible to get 2 101s. I've done it out of a museum. Got 2 101s out of the same box of museum collection. This is a good way if you're hunting 101s. If you don't have one in your collection, you're looking for a high-end box. If you don't want to go the Panini route, which is the cheapest way to go and the easiest way to find a 101, museum's a nice opportunity. Yeah, Eddie's awesome. Called because of the Whitey Ford, yeah. The break says, Striker, didn't I tell you you'd hit a monster because of the Whitey Ford situation? I know. The Whitey Ford situation was, we ripped a hole in the space-time continuum, and the past and the future collided. And it resulted in a 1-of-1 Wade Boggs. Javi. Bob Gibson. Wow. It's a nice looking chunk there too. Colin Moran patch. 17 of 35. Low numbered stuff out of here. Our hits. 75, 35, 1-of-1. This one's going to Sean. Congratulations, Sean. You get a thickie. That's a thicker one. We're gonna have to put that in a thickie. You pulled a Hank Aaron Super from a Series 110. Man, you know, I hear these stories about people pulling supers out of tins. and it makes me want to open my tins. I have quite a few tins that I'm holding on to just as like collector's pieces because I like to display them. They're fun. They look good displayed too. You know, they got the players on there, like some of the best players. And I'd hate to open them up. They're still fine. Like you can still display them without having them sealed. Perfectly fine, but the value comes from being sealed as far as collectability. And the Lubob. Last box, guys. It's been fun. Wow, 2 hours. That's what happens when you start talking about debauchery. Yeah, where's Fuzzy? He stopped in here not too long ago. I have to admit, I get most of my baseball news from Fuzzy. And John Boy. Although I haven't watched John Boy in a while. It can get a little I don't know how to say it. Hit. Is it on the back? No? What way is this thing? Is it this way? It's going to be an autograph. We know that much. Is this going to be like a 2-player auto? We got a Met. So it's automatically going to Scott. Maybe. Yeah, it's left player, if anything. Conforto? It is Conforto. Not bad. Conforto, Swatto, dual. And at least there's 2 different textures on the same color. A couple of gray pieces. Is that one numbered? It is to 349. Signature swatches, dual relic auto. Michael Conforto. And we got a super chat from Floyd fan. Hey Striker, did I tell you about my birthday gift? Got a box of Stadium Club, and the 2 autos were a base Dale Murphy auto and Sandberg auto numbered to 25. Really? Well, those are out of the same box, 2 of the better autos I've seen out of there. Congratulations. That's cool that you got a box of cards for your birthday. I keep asking and no one gets me cards. Like anytime there's Christmas, birthday, ever since I was a kid. I mean, yeah, there was a gap there when I didn't collect cards. But since I've been collecting, it's like, I'll take some cards for my birthday. Nobody obliges. Like, it's just, here's some socks instead. Come on, man. I want some baseball cards. But my wife did get me some cards for Valentine's Day one year, so that was cool. Ichiro. And that is it. That is it. No thumbs down. Do we need to start talking about politics? I'm going to need at least a couple thumbs downs. Just kidding. Sean, you took a beating? Sean, who did you have? I kind of just feel like hanging out for a minute. I wanted to show you guys something before we do the... hold on. Let's go over the hits, and then I'll show you a card that I was thinking about. It's right next to me. It won't take long to grab. We got the Conforto to 349. Do the stage rundown. And these are all the cards that didn't fit on the stage that were hits. The Harmon Killebrew to 150. The Cedric Mullins, he was on there for a while. Blue rookie. Chad Spangenberger, what are you doing on here? Oh, the Tatis. Randy, Chrome rookie. Jordan, Chrome rookie. Gonsolin, Refractor Chrome. We got the Trout die cut. Love that card. The Lux Chrome rookie. Another cool looking Trout. Colin Moran, patch to 35. Wade Boggs, 1 of 1. High roller. What? High roller break, folks. 70 of 75. The Luis Garcia, man, that Sapphire box, it yielded quite a few nice numbered cards, shockingly. Luis Garcia to 99. The Beck Way is also numbered to 99. And the Alexander Ramirez, first to 125, green. He's young, 02. Look at, it's the orange show. Can you believe all the oranges? We didn't open that many boxes. Sandro Fabian to 25, orange. John Lester to 25. And then Sully Matthias to 25. It's probably Matthias, isn't it? Because I's are E. It's probably Matthias. I never bothered to look his name up. Kyle Wright, case hit to 150. Rookie of the Year favorite. We got that's a paper Mauricio. We got Jake Fraley auto. So many hits today. Tinoco auto. One of my sneaky favorites, Grisham Refractor. And we got a numbered Santos to 499. We got this black parallel Mitch to 299. Greinke SSP. And stacking them, just stacking them up. Atomic Austin Riley. Refractor Victor Mesa first. Marco Luciano first, chrome. We got a Indigo Dubon to 250. Here's our autos. Spencer Howard, and it's got the script on there instead, so it's a parallel. And the Pavin Smith auto. A handful of other parallels. The Cruz to 199. Got a script Flip Jeffers. And the Sutsugo to 50. Here's a few more. Pete rookie. Luis Robert chrome rookie. Kyle Lewis chrome rookie. This is how I set it up so that we could just spread them out, man. Lots of different teams got hits. About as spread out as you can get. And what I wanted to show you. Oh, I've got my box of PC cards. Do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to see some of these? Want to keep going? We still got a couple hundred people in here. I'll show you some of my PC cards. Just a few. Just because I feel like it. Some of the older ones, because I don't really collect older cards, but I do have some. Just in case you wanted to see. So there's that Whitey. He started it all off. It's not in great shape, but I don't care at all. K-line, couple of K-lines. My Hank Aaron collection, two of the same card. I get it, but still. Got Lou, Sweet Lou, Reggie Jackson. Got that Cal Ripken. Johnny Bench. Yastrzemski. Pete Rose and Willie Stargell. I mean, it's just kind of a cool card from 83. Another Johnny Bench. Mattingly. Look at that Frank Robinson. Pete Rose. Nolan. I don't have a ton of Nolan cards, but I wish I did. Bonds. Got a Randy rookie. Biggio. Got a bunch of these. I was searching for the F face card, so I got all these good rookies. Sheffield, Smoltz. Got some Score. There's the kid. This is from my original PC collection back in the day. Both of these are. Actually, all three of these are from back in the day. I had $8 on this. I think it was, I don't know, a garage sale. I think I was trying to sell some cards when I was like a kid. The cup and that one. Michael with the $4.99. Thank you. Appreciate that. I tried using Whitey Allen as a good luck charm in the past and it didn't work. So we had to move on. I got that one too. I got a couple Whiteys. $100 on that one. Did not pay that much. Some Bonds cards. Here's a Mattingly rookie. That's the card I was looking for. That's Eddie Murray. Compare it to now you see what I mean. That's one of my favorite cards, man. I love that card. It's not in the best condition, but once again, just PC cards. Don't care about condition or anything like that. Got the 74 Nolan for 15. Whew. Look at that. Look at these Gwynns. My Gwynn collection. My older Gwynn collection. I don't have very many cards from before like 1989. I was too young. I wasn't collecting. And then when I started collecting, I didn't go back. I've always been into the new cards. Like I want the newest stuff. So I never went backwards. So all these cards I had to like buy along the way or like more recently. But I do like those. I like them a lot. This is one of my faves. Ozzy rookie. Not centered. The guy I bought it from had probably like 5 different ones, and they were all pretty rough. But I got a great deal on it, so I can't complain. Classic Frank Thomas. Biggio rookie. That Jeter, someone gave me that one not too long ago. Schmidt. Gotta love that bow, right? Am I right? Iconic bow right there. What kind of condition is that in? It looks pretty good. I don't know if it's centered enough to gem. I don't think it's centered enough to gem. It's a little rough on the top there, but still, just sweet. You got a PSA 9 Gwynn Topps rookie. You got for $30. Wow. Another Bonds. Man, that looks awfully bright. Sometimes I wonder if that's not a Tiffany. It's awfully bright on the back, man. Does that look like a Tiffany? I don't even know if they had. I'm sure they did, but I got quite a few Rickies. Older Rickies, you know, first, second year. I think that's my favorite one, though. I like that one, too, though. I don't know. Think those bows are going for 400 in PSA 10? Yeah. They're pretty desirable. Can't beat this one, man. The Ichiro and Pujols on the same card, rookies. I opened up a box of this. In the early days of the Striker videos, I got a box of 2001 Bowman looking for the Pujols rookie. Pulled this out of there and the regular Pujols. I don't know what happened to that one, though, if it's in here. And I got 2 versions. I got the legit one, and this is, I think they call that one the saw cut. And then I've got the black box. Can't call yourself a baseball card collector unless you've got this. This one I pulled out of a box. I think we were live streaming when I pulled this one. This one I bought. But I'm pretty sure this one's quite rare. With the blade cut, saw blade cut. But I do know that these can be counterfeited. However, I bought this from a sports card, a guy who bought out a sports card shop collection. So I don't know. Does anybody have this card, or have you ever seen it? Brian doesn't have the F base. I'm just kidding. I just recently got him within the last 2 years. So Strasburg rookie, Chrome rookie, and then we're just getting into some relics. Hank Aaron game used jersey. I mean, that was a gift. Amazing. I like collecting these Hall of Famer relics. Reggie, bat relic. Dude, look at this, man. Joe DiMaggio. This is insane. One of my favorite pieces right there. To 185. Joe DiMaggio, are you kidding me? I'm in awe. Not as much, like the older baseball cards are awesome and they're like amazing, but to actually get a piece of their jersey, these all-time great players, Hall of Fame type players, that is what makes me like, whoa. Some more Hall of Famers. Relics, Pudge to 25. Same with this, like Koufax. Wow. Hornsby to 10. Look at that thing, to 10. And it's sweet, colorful. Stargell bat. Cal bat. Pee Wee Reese bat. Big Poppy. Ozzy to 50. A video showing the complete collection. I don't know. I'll just kind of show it off little by little. Catfish. Game worn. Game worn. It's important to note. Got another Pudge, the Allen and Ginter. Oh, here's one of my 101s. That was a gift. Oh, here's two of them. So there's the Brendan Rodgers 101, and there's the Joe Jimenez Superfractor. And just some of my lower numbered cards. Carlton Fisk to 10, 1 of 10. Taylor Ward rookie gold to 50. Ryan O'Hearn 5 of 5. Urania orange. Castellanos Mother's Day. Tyler O'Neill owns 5 of 7. Got a Greinke Independence Day. Altuve orange. Scooter to 25. Perez. I got quite a few little oranges here. Nick Ramirez camo. The Wilmer Independence Day. Got a Mookie. A couple of Independence Days. I love the Independence Days, man. They're so sweet. The 18 especially. 18 and 19. Just fire. Pujols black. Rizzuto black. Carter black. Here's some more low numbers. Camos, bunch of camos. Fegley, Castro. That guy. I just put like a lot of my lower numbered parallels all together. I try to like group them up a little bit. Gold Fielder, Gold Piscotty, Gold Cano, Gold Altuve, Gold Garcia rookie, Gold Correa. A couple of Mother's Day, Father's Days. I don't know. Schlarzy, what card am I chasing next? I don't want to give it away yet. I don't know that it's like that big of a deal, but I'm gonna keep it buttoned up until I'm ready. Because the schedule, I don't know about my schedule, like just what to, there's a lot going on. I have so many things I need to do, so many videos and breaks, and I don't know what order they're gonna be in, so I don't really want to announce it yet. I should show my K-word collection off sometime though, because it's pretty epic. I think the last time I showed my K-word collection, I was in the old break room. You guys would be disgusted with it. At least, I'm sure some people would be. What else do I got? Here's that was a gift too. Look at that. The Verlander by the letters signature out of SP. That's got to be an old one. 2007. I can't remember when he was a rookie, but this isn't his rookie. And then that Al Kaline auto is one of my pride and joys. 2 out of 3. Love that card. This is one of the first, when I first got back into the game, I bought this box. It's 2018. So right around 2018 was when I started buying like legit boxes and stuff. And I pulled this out of a box of Diamond Kings from the card shop. Kind of got me hooked. Nice Vlad, clearly authentic rookie. It's got to be worth some money to 25. Pulled that live on stream. Yeah. There's a taste for you guys. You love the 93 Finest? Yeah, those cards are nice. The one thing is that card savers don't scratch like top loaders. Yeah, the card savers are kind of hard to fit. Like, they're a little wide. I just put everything in top loaders. This is that card I was telling you guys about. It just so happens to be the only card in a card saver, because I was going to send it away. I was getting all ready to send it away, and there's just this little mark. You can see it right there. Because, I mean, it looks like that corner has got a little mark on it too, unless that's... Yeah, I think I put it in a card saver because I was going to grade it, and then I didn't think it would gem up, so I didn't bother. So I ended up buying it instead because I really love this card. That pose. Glorious. All right, guys. Well, it's getting late around here, 10:24. I got to start packing some stuff up. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.